Modernization of madrasas and Islamic education has had many stumbling blocks. There has been resistance as well in some quarters. But now we have for you a success story in one of the most modern cities in the country, Mumbai, where students are learning to chant A for Allah as readily as they once said Alif for Allah. Headlines today's Manoj Tripathi reports.
English speaking, academically on par with the best, and thoroughly Islamic in conduct and appearance. This Islamic English school in Mumbai aims to produce a radically different generation of Muslims, all by combining Islam with regular academic curriculum, blending religion with secular values.
In an Islamic English medium school, we provide the academic knowledge like it is what is provided in other schools. Together with that, we are also giving an Islamic environment and Islamic education. We are teaching them to read the Quran. We are teaching them to understand the Quran.
They are very different from other mountains. They are not formed by building or ground.
Properly covered from head to toe, the students here know Arabic almost as well as English. Computer science and the most advanced general knowledge books form a part of their curriculum. In fact, today there are more than 16 such Islamic schools in Mumbai with nearly 6,500 Muslim students enrolled in them. And many of them are even affiliated to either Maharashtra or the CBSE board. The only difference being that everything from history to science has an Islamic perspective to it.
अच्छा, डार्विन थ्योरी में ऐसा है कि हम बंदर से जो है इंसान बने. अच्छा, लेकिन वो मुसलमान है या इवन क्रिश्चियन है, तो अगर उनको ये रिलीजियस टेक्स्ट घर में ये सिखाया जा रहा है कि भाई हम तो जो है वो आदम जो थे अलैहिस्सलाम उनकी औलाद हैं, तो अब ये कंफ्यूजन हो गया ना. अब यहाँ पे हम उनको क्लियर कर देते हैं कि हालांकि हमको साइंस में जो लिखा है वो तो पढ़ाना पड़ता है, लेकिन हम उनको वो क्लियर कर देते हैं कि ये एक थ्योरी है. यहाँ पे थ्योरी वर्ड यूज किया जा रहा है, लेकिन हम पढ़ाया ऐसे जा रहा है जैसे कि फैक्ट है. इट इज ओनली अ थ्योरी. और फैक्ट ये है जो कुरान में हमारे क्रिएटर ने, गॉड ने बताया है हमें कि हमने तुम्हें जो है वो एक जोड़े से पैदा किया, यानी हम इंसान की औलाद है, ये कुरान में मेंशन्ड है.
Many mainstream schools may have failed to meet the complex needs of today's Muslims. But it is schools like these with perfect mix of modernity and traditionalism that have given a new lease of life to the generation next Muslim population. With Manoj Tripathi in Mumbai, Tripti Jain, Headlines Today.
Now from the primary class students, let's now progress to the senior girls of the school. Keeping in pace with the need of the times, senior girls in the school are imparted education on varied subjects. So whether it's computer science or martial arts or even sex education, the girls here know it all.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Well, this is the conventional image of any traditional Islamic school. But now, take a look at this. Girls of Al-Mumina Islamic School are being imparted self-defense classes. From judo to karate, these girls are trained on how to defend themselves in any situation.
What happened? We are learning this karate to protect ourselves, to be physically healthy, and to protect ourselves from enemies.
However, it's not only about self-defense education. The girls here are also armed with the skills of the latest technology like their contemporaries. The only difference is that the education here is married to Islamic ideology. So while Microsoft Paint is learnt by writing Allah Akbar in Urdu, Windows Media Player is used not to listen Bollywood songs but lessons of Quran. Quite similarly, lessons of science have also been transformed accordingly. So while rotation of Earth is described an act of Allah's mercy, the volcanoes are perceived to be the result of a punishment by Allah. The aim of the effort is to provide the pupils a chance to pursue their aspirations while simultaneously keeping them grounded to their roots.
जब बड़ी होंगी तो मुझे एक डॉक्टर बनना है. I will grow up. I want to become an architect.
What is more astonishing is that this Islamic school teaches Marathi, while Urdu, a necessary subject of all Islamic schools, is not a part of the curriculum. Taking a step further, the school has also made it a point to sensitize young girls about HIV and sex education. With Manoj Tripathi in Mumbai, Shipra Wadhwa, Headlines Today.
Quite a far cry from the conventional Islamic education as it was imparted, it has been imparted all these years. Let's try and find out now if this trend is catching on. We have with us our correspondent Manoj Tripathi in Mumbai. Manoj, we're seeing that this particular experiment in one school is quite successful, but what about other schools, other institutions of Islamic learning? Are they also looking at this particular school and trying to adapt to the kind of things that they're doing?
See, Gautam, with the launch of these progressive Islamic schools, one thing is clear, that parents no longer have to choose between traditional Islamic values and modern English education. They get this in a new packaged format where religion, rhyme and English come together. So this is one thing which is important from the Islamic point of view. And secondly, in and around, there are 16 Islamic schools in and around Mumbai where 6,400 children are studying. So these figures just goes on to show the popularity of these Islamic schools that is gaining by day. And if I were to just give you an account that some of the convent studying schools, some of the students who are studying in convent medium, even they have now shifted to such Islamic schools. Then education does not mean only the development of mind and body, it is also the involvement of heart and soul, where you learn about religion along with your modern education, along with your history subjects, along with your science subject. And in a way, such schools symbolize the breaking of stereotype notions that we all have about these Islamic schools. Here everything, right from homosexuality to AIDS, from martial arts to karate, everything is taught. So other schools are also fastly catching up, other schools are also fastly going on the lines of such Islamic schools.
Wonderful, Manoj. We will continue talking to you, but let's just tell our viewers a little bit more about these schools. Now, while the concept of such Islamic schools may be new in India, it is gradually becoming popular. Each passing day sees more and more Muslim students quitting convent schools to pursue studies here. Here's a report by our correspondent, Manoj Tripathi.
Meet Mariam Sheikh. A student of class 9, Mariam has been to both an Islamic and convent school. Before getting herself enrolled in Al-Mumina Islamic School, Mariam studied at a Mumbai convent school till class 6. But soon she left the school to seek admission here as she found the education and the norms of the convent violating her religion.
Actually, in convent school we were forced to read rosaries, which was totally un-Islamic, and as we Muslim students, we would wear our hijab and salwar. They would tell us to remove our hijabs and salwar out of the gate.
Ask her whether she has any qualms about the decision. Mariam assertively says no. And the reason behind this confident response is not that the school allows her to preach her religion, but a free will that an individual is allowed here. In fact, wearing a burqa or veil in Al-Mumina Islamic School is not compulsory. The school allows the students to decide for themselves. Mariam is so impressed with this flexible mode of education that she even advises her friends, both Muslims and non-Muslims, to experience the teaching here.
I've prayed to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that even they should get that hidayah, what I got before, that even they should come in an Islamic school as a Muslims, and even for non-Muslim I'll pray the same thing.
I haven't specifically discussed anything else. Nuh alayhi salam's people indulged in homosexuality and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala punished.
Issues like these too are not a scare for Mariam. Even while being a true follower of Islam, she and others like her understand that sex education is necessary to keep one safe.
I think that we are lucky that we are being provided by this education, because in today's world girls are not safe. To protect ourselves, we should have this knowledge.
Quite naturally, this blend of spirituality and modern education has given a new dimension to Islam. And no wonder then that its takers keep increasing each day. With Manoj Tripathi in Mumbai, Shipra Wadhwa, Headlines Today.
Thanks a lot for joining us.